Hello, peoples. Peoples? Humans? Humans of the Pacific Northwest. Hello. How are you doing today? Jess has vetoed that. I have been vetoed. Why is there a footprint on the side of the... Did I kick the... I think I kicked the center console. I can't get in the tractor. Oh, I played single player. I gotta join a farm. Hey, Nebitsar. Nebitsar? Nebitsar? Nebitsar. You can do a live poll? Oh, it didn't tell me that. It's a graph. You're confusing me. What? You are. Oh, always. Got it. What? Oh, the music going on. You hear the neighbors playing some loud music. I think I got this cultivator set up just right. It's first our first GPS I think has been edited just right. First contract done by our tractors. Tractor. We've got one tractor. And in the background on the between the water tower, right underneath the bridge is our cabin. Am I not online? Hello? 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 Oh, I'm invisible. Hey, look, let's go online. Now what? I didn't click anything. Get back there. Yeah, the cotton failed. Because they got delivered to the wrong field and it failed. Like, don't do two cotton contracts at the same time. Hey, Dottie. Okay. Don't do the same type of contract at the same time. Don't harvest the two same wheat. Don't harvest two wheat contracts and two cotton contracts. Keep the contracts separate contracts. Yep. Just keep them separate. No, the big one succeeded. The smaller one failed. So. Oh. It's gonna take a while to cultivate this field with this small little cultivator. I have to give you permissions again. Farmer Joe. Promote to farm manager, yes. Okay. Like, why'd we lose 15 grand? No, you can just leave it there forever. Why we just lose 15 grand? That's what I get for giving her farm permissions. I'm not promoting her. I'm not giving her a promotion next time. Don't accept the failed contract. It'll disappear, I think. I'm not accepting that contract anyway. We're restarting. Restart. That's what I get for giving her permissions. Unbelievable, huh? Like, 15 grand subtracted from your account. You are now in debt. What? Hey, don't do that. Oh. Let's try this again. Don't do it.
I won't do it this time.
I'm not giving you permissions anyway.
I'll do a new contract.
Wow. Just dropped my controller. Amateur hour. Oh wait, we're always amateur hour. Oh. There we go. We're up and running again. What should I do? Well, we could make our own farm, but I like sharing farms. Well, not at this rate. Here. I promoted her anyway. Probably regret it. Hey, Milo girl. Don't accept that contract. Is it getting dark in game? I think it's getting dark in game. It's 1700, so probably get your turn to drop your controller.
Mine landed on my slippers. Soft landing.
Probably gets dark around what, 1900? There's lots of contracts. That's a big one, yep. I don't think we need to repair them. Maybe check the field first. It's such a big contract. Make sure we're not going to fail that contract. This is actually a real mini tractor. It's a tiny little tractor. Okay, we should take that contract. If I get done this contract and you're still doing that one, I could join you, or somebody else could join you on the same contract. I'm lagging out. Oh, you're borrowing all the equipment, so yeah. Hey, look, we haven't gone 15 grand in debt yet. I've got a contract. It'll be gone by the time this one's done. Go nuts. Hey, Iron Thunder. Hey, you asked why Marka kept saying my name and then there was a dragonfly behind it. I think YouTube has made a change because Milo's doing it too. My nickname's showing up. YouTube has made some kind of change that the nickname shows up. Oh, Ghost Bear. Missed you, Ghost Bear. Jess said everybody was showing up. I didn't know everybody was showing up. Well, we're missing Linda and Marka, but Marka said he was busy and probably wouldn't show up till tomorrow morning in a different comment earlier on in the day. Huh?
Need your input.
You need my input. Don't accept minus $14,000 contract. What?
The field 32 is fertilizing.
Field 32?
Yeah.
Okay. Liquid fertilizer?
And we can get 12 grand from the running contract.
Uh-huh.
Should we accept that contract?
Go do it. Just go do it if you want to do it.
I want that in.
Borrow the items. Go for it.
Close in.
So she's forgotten how to play this game the last week. Yeah, Ghost Bear, it went to open beta last week and we were playing it last weekend, open beta. So I don't think mods work on it yet, but I think all the DLCs probably work on beta now. Iron Thunder, you're walking home at 6 a.m. That's awfully early in the morning to be walking home from your grandma's place. Milo Girl, I don't know. It must be something YouTube did, because my original channel name was Nauj the Dragonfly. That was way back in the day, and now that's showing up again. Apparently a Google thing. Well, Google owns YouTube, so. Apparently it happened a couple of years ago. Well, it's happening now. It's, while you're walking home, are you interested in winning Farming Sim 22? Or anyone else in the chat? Anyone? Anyone at all? Anyone? No one? Oh, I'm supposed to give them a minute. She says I can do a poll. Did that work? Ha ha ha. It does. It kind of messes up the chat. It kind of covers up the chat. You have to answer yes or no to get rid of it. Yeah. It gets in the way. So it really gets obnoxiously in the way. So if you're going to do a poll, oh, you can close it. So 50% have said yes. Now it moves to the top. I wonder how long it stays there. I wonder what that looks like on tablets and mobile devices. Oh yeah, so if you click the yes, it still doesn't mean you've been entered. So actually, say like Milo Girl has said she wants to be entered, but anybody else? I think Ghost Bear said yes. Okay. Are you? Okay, Iron Thunder will say yes. So I'm just gonna add my Iron Thunder while I'm in here. We know that's gonna happen. I don't think I got Ghost Bear on this list. was he replying to ATS. I'll hit save. If you don't want, if you're not interested, say so, and I'll remove the name. Milo Girl wants a Reese cup as well. I think Milo Girl has a Reese cup addiction. Justice goes, I don't have the right to talk. I'm a cookie monster. Oh, I see Jess in the background. You see a tractor with a sprayer trailer coming? Oh, she's coming our way. Turn down the dirt road. Leaving a dust cloud behind her. Man, she's cruising. What are you going to make up to me? What's that? No, we have not had ice cream yet. So, okay, there was the pole thing. That's kind of just staying there. Or has it disappeared? It's still there. We'll give it a little bit, see how long it takes. Maybe I have to actually remove it. Maybe you can remove it as a moderator. Maybe Ghost Pair can remove it. So she is on that field way in the background, the brown one. The pole on top, can you get rid of the pole? The pole is a new thing to live chat or whatever, so. I don't know if moderators are able to make and remove polls. Jess as an editor can. But can you as a moderator get rid of polls? Or even make... Okay, so you dismissed it. Did you have other options when you dismissed it? So you might... Or you have 3 options. What are your 3 options? So end poll, dismiss poll, and edit poll. So it's still here for me. Hasn't gone away. Okay, you could dismiss it or report it. Okay. And then what was the other thing you guys could do? Pin a comment. That might, yeah, it might be an editor thing. But I didn't see an option to pin a comment. Or maybe I can... Here, I'm going to try. So, end poll. And then... Oh, a thing pops up when I say end poll. And then pin message. So if there's a message, somebody shared a link or an important message that I want to show off for that shouldn't disappear right away. It'll stay on top of the.
It's highlighted.
Okay, that's kind of cool. New options.
Some. There's also an option. Here, then, that remove the legend.
Sun's blinding me right now, but it just dipped down below the clouds. But it looks like it's going to go right behind the mountain, so we'll just be blinded for a little bit. Hmm?
And then get some just the waves.
Well, we might get prisms.
The waves turn.
So can I pin more than one? Oh, I can just replace pinned comment. So if someone answers a question that's being asked, or if someone shares a link, we can pin that link. I think that'll be a handy thing. There's prisms.
Advance pretty fast.
There's prisms all over the room. The sun catcher is reflecting all over. That's kind of cool. Yeah, try that with weeding. Weeding is done on a field where you can't see the weeds. And you gotta, no, you gotta weed everything. Yes. Weeding is a hard one. I wouldn't accept weeding unless it's a small little one and you are gonna borrow this tractor to do it. The whole field turns into weeds. When you take the contract.
Oh, it's kind of like that.
Yeah. Hey Nathan. The weeds don't actually just pop up. They're just, the contract makes you do the whole field. So the whole field goes pink even though they're not weeds there.
So the waves totally.
Yep. To make it work. Removing mini weeds. There's a little spot of weeds right there. Requires a mini tractor. I'll get rid of those weeds eventually. Pretty good, Nathan. Pretty good. Don't mind us. We're just amateur. You know what? This isn't about playing the darn game. This is about talking with people. What? What question do you have? think we'll play this tonight. Tomorrow morning will probably be Farm Sim because it's a really good one. But tomorrow evening I want to play American Truck Sim. And then I go back to work. Sunday morning. Really short weekend. Got home today. First thing I do is live stream a video game. I did not say that. She said I came home and said, "Feed me, woman." That did not happen. I was not rude like that. I was not rude at all like that. Huh. I'm gonna go back to work. If you guys own Farming Sim 19, join on in. Oh, I think there's a new podcast out. You guys want to listen to the new podcast? Farming Sim podcast? Okay. Jess is kind of like, oh, not really. I want to listen to it though. Just listen to the live stream. And you can win. I'll look for it once we turn around. And mini ice cream bars. Yeah, it was 31 degrees Celsius today. Give or take. It was another warm day. Are there actually mini ice cream bars or just ice cream bars? Okay, she says they're actually pretty big ice cream bars. I'm like, I don't want mini ice cream bars. I want lots of ice cream. Although when we go to Tickleberries, I always order child's ice cream. Definitely child's ice cream. Okay, so let's go do the groan thing for Jess here. FS22 podcast. Hopefully this isn't going to be too loud. 22 minutes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I did not get it.
Hello and welcome to the next Farming Simulator podcast.
I am
It's
sorry.
Me, Lizardman, and with me, as usual, Chucky. Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Is that reasonable?
Welcome to the next podcast.
Yeah, I don't remember what
I don't know if that's reasonable.
Good. So, why don't remember?
Sorry for blowing out your ears.
Basically because there are so many things going on in 2022 that, well, you know, numbers of podcasts are not the same. They've seen it, a lot of announcements in the last weeks, and we will go over them very quick and talk about what you guys want to speak. What do we want to start with?
I think the most exciting topic is the production change, which we announced last week, which I remember, wasn't that the feature you were most excited about?
Yeah, that is exactly what. I remember when we announced Farming Simulator 22 and spoke about seasons being in, I said that there is a feature that I think is more awesome than that, and for me that is production change, because I just love the pure idea of having them in the game. So yeah, that is what I was referring to, I think 2 or 3 podcasts in the past, something like that.
It's been a while. A few people remembered, like the other day on Discord, somebody was like, hey, do we already know what the feature is that Lars was so excited about? And I just left it with a very cryptic, you do.
Yeah, actually we do it. So why do I like them so much? Basically because it gives options, and I'm all about options in games. And production chains actually give you a lot of options that you can, you can take them, you can ignore it, whatever you like. But I think it gives a little bit of, adds a little bit of fun to the entire game experience, and that's why I like it. For those of you who have no idea what production chains are, do you want to give a brief overview?
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
I could
So
use
the
a
basic idea
overview.
behind production chains is that you not that you aren't just going and harvesting, for example, wheat, but that you then go and sell it to a miller, and then, then it kind of stops right now in FS19. You sell it, and then you never ever see that wheat again. But with the coming production chains feature, it's basically what's going to happen is that miller will produce wheat, will produce
Flour?
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 Is it flour? I never know how to pronounce that.
Me neither, but you guys out there know what we are talking about.
We're going with flour.
Flour.
They will produce flour, and that you can again sell to a baker, for example, who will then make bread. I don't right now know if bread is actually something we then can transport to a supermarket, but
I think it is.
it would be in the spirit of the thing. But in the end, how deep you engage with all of this is really up to you. You can also just drop your wheat off and be like, this is all the thing I will ever do with that. As Lars said,
Exactly.
it's giving you options. You get to do more stuff with this.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. There are options. You can just stick to what you've done so far till Farming Simulator 19, or you can just use these options, and you can stop at any point. You can drive the wheat to the mill, wait for
I
it
just
to get,
couldn't
turn into
care
flour,
less.
whatever, flour. This is a one-take podcast, so we will not check it out and then re-record. You guys have to deal with it. And then you can just stop there, or you can bring it to the bakery. And then you can stop there, or you can take the bread and bring it to the supermarket. Or you can stop at any point, basically. So you decide how you want to play
I guess
that
I like
game,
the
and that is
idea,
something
but
I think is awesome. Also, it gives us more option to customize the map, because you will get a couple of buildings to place that will help you with these production chains. Like, in
So if
order
you
to have
sell wheat,
the wheat build, you need to
the
build
mill
a mill
will then
if there's
make
no
flour,
mill.
and then you can transport the
Or you
flour
need to
to
build a bakery, if
bakery,
there's
and
no
then the
bakery.
bakery will make
So
bread,
it
and then
gives
you
you
can
more
transport
options.
the
It's
bread
just
to the
a
superstore.
bunch of options that you haven't had so far in Farming Simulator without any mods, because there were a couple of cool mods that would allow you to have production chains as well in 19, like Global Company.
He just brought up
but this is
Global
our
Company.
own version of it, and I think it adds a lot to the game and makes it more fun if you want to. If you feel like this is not farming, I'm a farmer, I'm not taking care of this, I'm not baking bread, or I'm not delivering stuff from the bakery to the supermarket, which is a fair point. Most farmers don't. Then you don't have to, right? You just drop the wheat and you're done with it.
Yeah, that's really all there is to it.
Yeah, and I actually like the idea of having more freedom.
It's really cool. When you talk about building a mill, for example, we're not talking about like
Minecraft building? No.
Minecraft building.
It's-
Like we're
it's
talking
the-
placing it more. like,
Exactly.
right.
It's the placeable system that we introduced to Farming Simulator 19. We have new buildings. They are already there. You don't have to build a building. They're just there. You pick them, you buy them, you place them. Right. So it's not that we turn into Minecraft all of a sudden. It is more like customizing the map. As I said, as we started with Farming Simulator 19, back in the days, we promised that moving forward, we're going to work on this system and make it better, add to it, and Farming Simulator 22 will see a couple of additions to that. So, yeah, this is happening.
Yeah, it's a pretty good addition. I very much like it. Definitely. Personally, I also think production chains are more interesting than for me than seasonal gameplay.
Yeah. I like that it's in there because I feel
Yeah.
like seasons are big. I know that seasons are a big part of farming, and I love
Yes.
that it's in there. And again, it gives you options, and I like options, so I like that a lot. And there are tiny things about seasons. I don't know if we mentioned it before, so I'm going to mention it right now. That we have seen in the season screenshots. If you don't know what I'm talking about, jump over to farmingsimulator.com and check out the seasons blog, where you can see that when the weather changes, a couple of things change on that screenshots. Like, there are no sun. I forgot the name for it. Like, there is this setup, with the chairs and everything, nice little garden in the summer, and in winter it's not there because people are not sitting outside in the sun. So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking-
Liga.
yeah, exactly.
Sun
That we-
chair? No, is sun chair a thing?
we don't know. Let's just not go down that rabbit hole. So
Just share
basically,
us on the patio.
yeah, the map changes a bit when it comes to summer, from summer to winter. Of course, there's snow everything, blah, blah, blah. So that is the obvious part, I guess. And I like that. It's the tiny details that I love that make games better for me. And again, production chains, new buildings, new options. I just like the idea of it. It's not the only cool feature that comes with Farming Simulator 22, and we haven't announced a couple of other cool features that, could be interesting. Couple of things that I'm sure you guys will love. But we will talk about that in later podcasts. We can't do it yet.
Yeah, all in due time. All in due.
Exactly. So there are a couple of more things that at least get me excited. There's one particular thing, I'm gonna give a tiny little teaser here for console players that gets me super excited, and I hope you guys will like it. But yeah, it's not time to talk about it right now.
Yeah.
Talking about console players, there was also bad news for console players last week when we announced the collector's.
Yeah, unfortunately, no console version for
Yep.
it.
There is still no collector's edition for console. We've never had one, if I'm not mistaken. At least the last ones I remember, they were all PC only. That one is PC only as well. So the next collector's edition is PC only. There was some
You
confusion.
finished contract already. Cool.
I think we need to clarify a couple of things when it comes
Yeah.
to the collector's. First of all, it is a very limited thing. Collector's editions are limited. I just want to mention it again. So don't be mad if you can't buy it everywhere, right? It is a limited run. Second, there were rumors, and I might have actually added to that.
Let's
in
take a
German
break
pod-
from
in German
cultivating.
YouTube video. That there are different covers. So to clarify, there are different covers on the non-collector's edition game.
Standard
right?
edition.
The standard edition.
I think
exactly.
that's we call it.
There is a case, there is a Zetor, there is a Fend on the cover. However, for the collector's edition, there are different covers as well, but that only means the name change. Like in the international version, it's Farming Simulator, and the German version might have Landwirtschaftssimulator on it. But that's it. It is the exact same box, the exact same picture. It's the case, if I'm not mistaken. So the collector's edition always looks the same, except for, and Germans know that, the German name on the German box instead of the English.
Yeah, I mean it's good that we clarify that.
Yeah, we need to point this out because I know there were rumors. Because we announced that there are different covers, like as I said, Case, Fend, Zetor, blah blah blah. And therefore we need to mention that this is the standard edition. It's not the collector. And one thing that I need to mention, and I think it was in the blog anyway, the beacon light that's in there, yes, it works with the game. So if you plug it in, play Farming Simulator, while you play Farming Simulator, if you turn on the beacon lights on your tractor, this beacon light will light up. Because that was a question I've seen as well. It's like, how does it work? It works with the game. It is meant
There,
to be part
Nice.
of
I saw people who
12
asked
grand
if
almost.
2 or 3 will work, and honestly, I don't know. Do you know?
I have no idea. Maybe that's something we can try once we get our hands on the collector's edition. Let's just plug in like 5 and see what happens, or ask QA if they tried it, and then maybe answer it in one of the next podcasts.
They're
I
pretty
really
high
have no
repair.
idea. I would
Or
love
we
it.
can
I
make
would
a
love.
TikTok with it.
Yeah,
Just
I would love to have 2.
Stick the lights on my head.
Yeah, that
I'm
could
not
be
repairing.
hilarious. No, I would love to have 2 of it. You know, one on the left side of my PC, one on the right side. That's awesome.
Yeah, put them on your chair, on the
One
back.
on the chair, on the screen, or on the desk, or whatever. But I would like.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like,
Other than
I
that,
think it's a really cool goodie.
it absolutely is. And I like that we have a goodie like that. I like the new box. It looks cool, at least from what we've seen. But other than that, there's not much to talk about when it comes to the collectors. It will be there. It will be cool. It will be limited. It will have the case and the beacon light.
Yeah.
Do you want to continue? You were like about to say something. I heard.
You heard it. I didn't hear myself. Yeah, no, I just wanted to ask if we can go to the next topic. So
We can totally go to the next one.
totally go to the next time. So a few people have seen a little Instagram story last week that we posted that I think we used it to announce
traffic
Elm
off?
Creek, the new
It's
US
on?
map, which we're going to talk about in
Where's
a
the
little moment.
cars?
But people very eagle-eyed noticed that there was something different about the ground there.
Oh, we are talking that topic now.
Yeah. So, basically, what we did something new. We brought some new tech into Farming Simulator 22, which is called parallax occlusion culling. It basically makes the ground look nicer. We are going to go into a lot more detail on how it works exactly in a future blog, so can't yet say a lot about it. But of course, if you're interested in the very technical side of it, there is a lot of material on that particular technology out on the internet, for example.
It absolutely is. And I think it's fair to stress this because people saw the screenshots and we've seen lots of rumors about what's going on with the ground.
Yeah.
Of course, Farming Simulator 22 has some new tech. One of it is, as you said, parallax occlusion culling.
Yes.
And this makes the ground look different from what you're used to, right? We're going to talk about it later. Bear with us. It's not the time to talk about it right now, but we will talk about this soon-ish.
Yeah. I haven't seen an ETA for it yet, but we actually will talk about it soon, as in soon, and not like in a few months soon.
Yeah. I mean, we shouldn't forget that it's only a few months till we reach Q4 of, 2021, and this is when our game is released.
Yeah, time
So,
actually flies right now.
Time
It's
flies
crazy.
absolutely. As of the recording of this podcast, E3 lies behind us. E3 is over.
Mhm.
Which means that we have all eyes on FarmCon
Yes.
around the corner now, and then
Big
basically it's Gamescom around the corner. It's just everything is around the corner in like a minute. I feel like this year,
Hurry up and wait.
yeah, I mean 2020 was so slow. 2021 we are just speed running this year. I don't even know why it's almost July already. This is absolutely insane.
I still
crazy.
feel like it's February. It's so weird.
Yeah,
I mean,
and-
I don't feel like that when I feel the temperature. Then I'm like, yeah, definitely not February anymore.
Definitely not February anymore. But yeah, this year is running super fast.
Yeah, but now I'm
As
stuck.
of the recording of this podcast, as we said, it's the middle of June. E3 is just behind us, and you will see a lot of news coming up in the upcoming weeks because we are already, pushing out news. And the last one we want to talk about today is the US-based map.
Yes, Elm Creek. I am very, very happy that people like this map. We've put out a lot of beautiful screenshots. A few people didn't know what the park was that we've shown, the home of the Elm Creek Wolves. And yeah, well, it's a baseball stadium.
It is a baseball stadium. So people keep asking, where is it located? I think we said when the Alpine DLC came out, but we need to stress it again. We are not doing one-to-one locations. Like, it is not something that you can find on the US map. What we do is area-based maps, right? Like, the Alpine DLC had the Alps.
The
as-
Alps, yeah.
Yeah, as a location, which means it was part Swiss, part Austrian, part German. There was no
And
specific.
Swiss,
this is
don't forget
this.
Switzerland.
I started with Swiss. I
Oh,
said
sorry,
Swiss,
I didn't hear
Austrian,
that.
and German. Yeah, I did. Right? It is in the United States, technically, but it is not a point that you can find on it. It's
Yeah.
inspired by a lot of different locations in the United States.
Like generally, it's a Midwest-inspired map, and the Midwest is huge. Like it's a few states of the U.S. alone. And I found it really funny that we got discussions about the map where a few people are like, "Oh, this is very Midwest," and then other people would chime in like, "This is not Midwest at all because it's not like where I live." And so it just goes to show how big the Midwest is as a region. And I always love these kind of discussions. Like we had that with Alpine too, where people from all over the world would be like, "Hey, this looks like exactly here," and then you'd see that they would be like, we actually had people from the U.S. who were like, Erlengrad reminds them of home.
Yeah, which is weird, but then again, the United States are so big. There are so many places there,
Yeah.
something for everyone.
Yeah, I think I think that's actually a really cool thing about our maps is you can kind of put a lot of them everywhere with a little bit of, close one eye, pull your head to the side.
Yeah, absolutely. So 2 out of the 3 maps are announced now. We know the Alpine map is coming back. We know the US map is there, and the 3rd map is I'm not going to tell you.
No. But I think
Not
we
yet.
to just stress one thing, Erlengrad is getting an update for
Yes.
FS22, and with all the information that's present right now, you might be able to guess why it's getting an update. Hint, hint, hint.
Yeah, there are a couple of things that we, need to adjust for the map so that it works with Farming Simulator 22. And as we said, there is a 3rd map. We are not talking about it right now. I'm not sure if we are going to announce it.
I have no idea.
But we will of course talk about
Yeah.
the next map.
I
In
mean,
the upcoming
until then, seeing the speculations of people is just chef kiss.
Absolutely. And, well, once we announce it, some people will go like, oh yeah, there are people who said it. To be fair, I've seen like 200 different guesses. Yeah, 1 or 2 of you had it right. If you just name every single country in the world, one of you has to be right, but that's not how guessing works. Just saying.
Yeah. The people who then guessed it right based on information they gleaned somewhere or just generally guessed, kudos to you.
Yeah, if you guess right, good for you. But you will know very soon.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for the news, guys. At least for now.
Yeah. News-wise, we're done. I only have like one little bit of trivia to announce, which might be interesting for listeners to this podcast, as it's farming related. It's not really farming simulator related, but so a few of you might know Millennial Farmer, who is a very, very big farming streamer on. I think he's on Twitch and YouTube. He is on YouTube, I know, but I think on Twitch too. And he's recently been interviewed by YouTube Creators, which is a YouTube channel. They did a little 8-minute video. We shared it on our YouTube channel's community page if you're interested. Otherwise, just look up YouTube Creators Millennial Farmer and you'll find that video, and maybe it's interesting for you.
Yeah, I actually think it was quite a cool video, so it might be worth your time.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think we are done for now. There are a couple of cool things that we can talk about in the next podcast now, because we already know what's coming up. Well, as of recording of this podcast, in the very near future. You might listen to this podcast, it's already the past, but for now it is the very near future. And yeah, I'm super excited for the next podcast because, well, you will see. Yeah, you will see. For now, because it is super hot in Germany, I feel like we should stop recording this podcast and start our air conditioning again because it's too loud.
Yes,
so we
please.
had to turn it off while we did this podcast. And for you guys, if you like this podcast, feel free to listen to all the other episodes.
That wasn't
I
22
think we
minutes
had a
long
lot of
already,
fun
was
here,
it?
And we are continuing to have fun for sure. We're gonna have cool news in the upcoming podcast, I can promise you that. Leading to FarmCon, of course, then FarmCon is coming, and then we are not stopping this year. This is what we can say. This year will be all about Farming Simulator 22, and I'm super happy to do this podcast because they are fun. I just wish it would not be as hot in this room as it is.
Well, the good news is we don't need to do a 50-minute podcast.
Yeah,
Unless
we
we
don't
get prominent guests again.
Or
We
we
just
have
don't stop talking.
so many things to talk about. I
Yeah.
see us totally do that after FarmCon. We might have, like, I
Yeah.
don't know, the longest podcast we've ever recorded. Or we just split it and do like a couple of podcasts. We're gonna see. For now, guys, thank you for listening. It was a pleasure as usual. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to contact us. There are myriads of ways to contact us. You can use Discord, Facebook, Twitter. You know, you can send an email to community@giants-software.com. Whatever you feel like, feel free to contact us, and maybe your question makes it to one of the next episodes.
Yeah.
For now, Thank you for listening. Thank you for being with me, Chucky.
Thank you.
And have a great day, everyone.
Have a great day, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Unimpressed. Completely unimpressed. I mean, I'm looking forward to. I mean, I enjoy playing Farming Sim 19. And so far, 20 doesn't sound. Or 21 doesn't sound. Or 22. Jeez, I'll get there eventually. 2022 doesn't sound like it's a different game. It just sounds like it's this game. They took this game and then took other people's mods that got released for this game and put them into the new game. I think playing the podcast was a bad idea. Everybody left. No, everybody left. I was just interested in the new podcast. That's okay. Maybe people will come back. But we'll continue farming, harvesting cotton. I can take an ice cream sandwich break. Nah. Do whatever you want. Want to draw a Christmas tree in the cotton field? I don't know. It's the first design I thought it would be easy to make. Draw a Christmas tree in the field. Iron Thunder has made it back home safely. Hey Iron Thunder, you were interested in the giveaway, right? I thought I heard you saying that while you were walking home. Jess is saying that she was imagining you were singing while walking home.
See, I can think that it's yes, she was singing and saying it.
Ah, so you answered to Jess. Yep, you were singing on the way, walking home. Good answer, good answer. come the ice cream bars.
I think the less messy option for them. I can imagine it. What did I do? Hi, Louise again.
There we go. I'm munching on a chocolate ice cream sandwich. Do those exist in Lithuania? It's basically a chocolate. What would you call it? Like a cookie? It's like a graham cracker, but it's chocolate. It's chocolate cook. Basically, two chocolate cookies with chocolate ice cream sandwich in between them.
What's the chocolate fudge?
And apparently, inside the ice cream is chocolate fudge. So, chocolate cookies with chocolate ice cream with chocolate fudge. Yep. Gotta like chocolate for these.
What?
What are these called? Klondike?
Unicorn?
Yukon? That. Um, that? That's what we're eating.
There you go.
The Great Canadian Moose Sandwich.
I want the story.
You only had 2 hours of sleep. Why? What happened? You gotta go sleep now then. Take a nap.
What should we get on this one? Enter different country. Chocolate ice cream. How much dairy goes into it?
These are good. Oh, so it's like a end of the school type of party thing? Camping party? So it sounds like you had a lot of fun. I'm one-handed driving, or else I would have stopped harvesting to come down here, but
On that 50.
yeah, you can keep your mosquitoes to yourself. I had a couple of mosquitoes last night where I slept, but just a couple.
So it makes sense, the flat level in mosquitoes like that. Okay, fine.
And of course, if you're on a lake or next to a pond, yeah, when you wake up in the morning, it's going to be really cold.
Wait, okay. You're on route. What's the average temperature?
Yeah, well, how cold was it? Give or take. The last night where I slept, it was plus 7 degrees, but I was inside the big rig with the bunk heat going, so I was nice and toasty inside.
You know what? We needed more dragonflies.
You guys need more dragonflies to eat all the mosquitoes.
As the solution.
Yeah, you need those mosquito smoker coils. Set like 4 of those up around wherever you're hanging out, and that kind of helps.
My sister said there were mosquitoes and she shot them. I told her she could keep those mosquitoes. Since then,
Speaking of, I want to buy some of those for the truck. They got lost in the transitioning from one truck to the other. Just stops in front of me.
do you want coils or not? Whoa.
You have a lot of rain and thunderstorms.
No, they went 30 during the day. Oregon.
15 at night and 30 during the day.
Yeah, so
That's very similar to us. Yep. Like last night, I slept on top of a mountain, so that was why it was only 7 degrees. But
wonder if it's going to mental or thunderstorm, right? We had a pretty
yeah, I wouldn't call we had a thunderstorm.
there was thunder.
There was like three lightning strikes, and surprisingly, there were also three thunderclaps. Maybe there's four.
By
By
definition,
definition, that's a thunderstorm. It was thunder. I don't know if it was really a storm. It rained really hard for about 5 minutes. So the locals all called it a really crazy and nasty thunderstorm. It's like, yeah, no, that's not a crazy nasty thunderstorm.
Thousands of them were pushing into that.
I'm tired. Not as tired as you, Iron Thunder, but I'm tired. I'm ready for bed. Yeah, I've got today evening off and tomorrow off. That's it. Back to work Sunday first thing morning. We would call that a vacation. The cottage. Cottage or a cabin, depending on where. Yeah. But yeah, relax on the lake, go kayaking, go fishing, bonfires, barbecues. I train. Train sure moves fast. Summer cottage. A lot of people here own summer cottages, and they share it with like friends and family. Just kind of pick when and who's gonna be in the cottage, where and when. That's okay. Welker Farms. That's not really a cottage. That's just another different house on a lake. Cottage, I think of a small little building that's got a small kitchen, small living room, small bedroom, but because most of the time you're meant to be outside and on the lake, you don't really want to spend time inside of your cottage. Huh? Cabin we stayed at? That was awesome. Tiny little cabin. Did we ever find out what was outside? Oh yeah, something was gnawing. Could be a rabbit or a chipmunk or... That was fun. Wood stove. Making good progress on this field. There goes a train again. Hey, Marka. Hey, look, there's Farmer Joe. We heard a buzzing noise. I hear a buzzing noise beside me too. Apparently, I have to be careful with my next word. Words have to be. Uh, I have been told.
We're on Gucci now. So,
Doing pretty good, Marka.
yeah.
Apparently, we're content because we had ice cream. I fed the buzzing. She goes, if I'm not careful, my head will be spinning. What? Why would Iron Thunder get a banana? This doesn't make any sense. I don't. I don't know. Definitely muggy and humid out there for sure. We need bonfire night. Yeah. Yeah, we need bonfire night. We definitely need a bonfire night. Good. Keep those foul bananas out of your house. Oh, there's our train again. My favorite part of bonfires is collecting the wood and preparing collecting the wood, chopping it up, the work part of it. Once the fire is going, people start making food on it, and I can't add any more wood on it. I can't make the fire bigger. As long as the chainsaw and the axes and mauls are involved, I'm very interested in bonfires. Yep, I think next time I have more than a one-day weekend, we should do a bonfire. I never really build a teepee, well, kind of. But I start on the bottom with pine cones and leaves, and then I put small little sticks over top of it. That kind of becomes a teepee. And then a little bit bigger, and then a little bit bigger, and then once I've filled it up, I light it up. And once those are going, then I start throwing in the bigger pieces that I cut or chopped. Yeah, we do have. We've had bonfires with people that they have rules on how to set a fire. That night got a little aggressive because it's like, oh, that's how you have to build a bonfire. The rest of the group goes, oh yeah, and everybody just started throwing wood onto the fire, and very soon there were no rules. It was just chaos. So you want to tell me what not to do? Oh, I'm full. Marka, it's not me, it's a YouTube thing. I didn't change anything.
Except your old user.
It took my old username and added it in for some reason. Because that was my YouTube's name. This YouTube channel used to just be called Nauza Dragonfly. Then I just changed it to my name because everybody just called me by my name anyway. And it's like, well, let's get YouTube to change it. And now this week, the old name is showing up, and I'm like, I don't know why.
Like if
It's just my first name backwards. I'm sure you guys all figured that out. You think you know how to turn the extended name off? I'll have to try that after the stream. Oh, Marka, there's new stuff in chat. I don't know if you got the message or not, but you can test the stuff out. Yeah, can you make a poll? Make a poll. Is Iron Thunder tired? Yes, no, or something ludicrous. I guess all polls have to have a ludicrous answer as a third one. Right now I did the pinned, so Milo Girl's comment is pinned to the top. So I think it's just editors that can do this. I don't know, it's a new YouTube thing as well. She's catching up with me. Iron Thunder, there's only one way to fix the tiredness. Go sleep again. In your own bed now where it's warm. Even if it's just for an hour or two. Do I need to stop? Yeah, you won't get a full bail. You're not doing the ends, are you? I'm like, how are you catching up with me? That's why.
But again, very short. We also
Mm, yep.
we have the semi.
Oh, okay, that's perfect. So only one bale has to be delivered this way, and then the semi-trailer will take the other two. This is maybe a bad idea, bringing the cotton harvester down this road.
I think if you add rid of that.
What percentage are you? Oh yeah, we would have gotten over 2 bales, yep. Yeah, sounds good, Iron Thunder. A really fun night requires a relaxing day after. So get some snoozing time. Have to lose the live. Mm, yeah, don't worry about it. Because the poll is in chat itself. The little graph button on the bottom. I don't know if you have it or not. But you got the emoji logo and then a little graph logo. Oh, Jess's graph logo is gone. What? I made a poll. Only one. Jess's poll option has disappeared. Hmm? Oh, you had to log back in? Make a poll. How do I get to live chat on the mobile? That doesn't do it. That doesn't do it. There, unpinned the message. I pinned that message. I don't know. It's unique, different. Your poll's not showing up. It's thinking. Oh, wait, what if you're both trying to do the poll at the same time? What would happen then? You broke the system?
Are you driving to the shop at 4 night?
Fuck. Oh, I can go get the semi. Yikes. Bumpy road. It's maybe not the best way to go. You think you broke it? Huh? I think you both probably tried to do the poll at the same time and it didn't like it. Okay. Who's doing the poll? Okay, Mark, try again now without just doing it. I think you can only have one poll active at the same time. Since both of you were trying it at the same time, it didn't work out. Oh, my alarm's going off telling me to go to bed. Oh, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I started unloading too early. Hurry up, hurry up. Oh, oh, there we go. Oh. What? You retracted the message that I pinned?
That is funny.
Yeah. Are you... Huh? Click on the... Oh, you can't pin it? Yeah, click on that. So I can go on here and click on there and replace pin message. So you guys can't pin? Only I can? It told you that you could, yeah. Holy smokes, that's a narrow bridge. There is a beach there. Some nice boats over there. What do we got here? Breakfast all day.
It's a beach, but okay.
Breakfast all day on the beach.
I might actually like it.
Same issue with the poll. Huh.
Yeah. We can do it, but
It might be a new thing, and because it's a new thing, Uncle Pete's Excellent Diner. It's open 24 hours a day, air conditioned. It looks a little run down.
it looks like it's the 70s.
Yeah, it looks like a 70s diners.
Sure,
That's run down.
50s.
So, let me try. Spinny thing went away, but will the poll show up? Oh, there's the poll. I did not vote. It didn't give me an option to vote because I asked the court. What is this? It looks kind of like a Kenworth. It looks a lot like my truck. The sunroof is quite different, but it honestly looks a lot like my truck. It looks very close to my truck. My windshield is a one-pane windshield and the sunroof is two separate windows, but inside's a little different. But the outside's very comparable. You edit the poll. Okay, click to edit the poll or end poll. I still see the poll here. So, but it took a long time for the poll to show up after I hit, so maybe give it a minute. I can't make that corner. Okay, how do you guys expect me to get out of here? What am I hitting? As I was doing it, just showed up for you right away? Oh, for me it took a while to show up. There, big driveway. There's a bigger, wider driveway here. Almost run over people, but that works. Just gotta take wide corners. I'll slow down for the corner. I'm gonna go on the inside just in case there's oncoming traffic.
It's like the rules that I can hit. Go on that center.
I don't know. We'll find out very soon, won't we? Hmm.
You're crazy.
Oh, I knew I was crazy. That's no surprise to anyone.
I'm glad they can't make rules because Ghost Bear can take all the
So yeah, moderators can't do polls, but it looks like they want editors to be able to do them, but it doesn't seem to be working. Because Jess can't do it. Same with the pinned comments. Yep, I'm ready for bed as well. We'll finish this contract. I'll start cultivating a bit and then we'll just call it a day. We tried with Ghost Bear tried. So moderators we've tried already. And they don't see anything. They don't see anything at all. Jumping in? No? Chip. There you go. I got both bales. Want to go to a sightseeing tour? I'll probably turn my cell phone off as soon as I cross the border into the US because it saves me a bunch of money. Well, it saves me $9 a day. And we found that if I don't use the phone, it makes about a $50 difference on the phone bill. At the end of the month, it's like, yeah, it's worth not having my phone on in the US. Unless I actually need it. Ugh.
I'm like, stop. Taking it.
Yeah, I'm not taking. Oh. This is. Okay. This is actually going to be a longer route. It's okay. I'm a professional. Smash. Ah, you can't check spot when you're away from your PC. Oh yeah, Jess says she could text you. Oh, Jess could text you when I'm south of Seattle or whatever. Maybe, but then again, how do you keep top of that, right? Because spot is a little delayed, right? I don't know how much. 5 minute delayed? It almost is ATS when driving this truck. I need to take exit 1? Exit 1. Not 2. Exit 1. Oh yeah, look. There's the harvester that I abandoned. Side of the road because I wanted to explore the beach. Alright, let's hopefully do a successful... The problem with cotton, you don't make extra money with the bales. Nope, no extra money. Because you wanted to do them? Contract finished. No extra money. That's why the other fields are actually a lot more lucrative in money with contract. Yeah, I'm not gonna... I was just gonna ask you where, but I'll Google that after. Oh, just Googled it. Okay. Yeah, as long as I know where to look for you as well, that makes a difference. Because that way I can honk the horn and confuse the people beside me. Did that in the tunnel last time. It's like, what's he honking at? What'd I do wrong? Had a lunatic merge almost into the side of me today. Passing lane coming out of Christina Lake, climbing the hill. It's like, okay, everybody has passed me. I start signaling, and all of a sudden, here comes this Mercedes van just flying up the hill. And I'm starting to merge into the lane, and just comes up beside me, and there's oncoming traffic. It's like, this isn't gonna work. And I was moving my foot over to hit the brakes, and they just slammed on the brakes and went down behind me. It's like, okay. It's like, that's some pretty aggressive driving there. Complete, collect. Yeah, we've stopped that. We've stopped at that Love's. Yes, for your birthday we were stuck there.
Yeah.
Jess's birthday was spent in that Love's over there.
I didn't know that was.
Got our free showers in because I fueled up there. And then we explored the town. Chuleus.
We went to Applebee's.
Went to Applebee's for dinner.
Went to the movies.
Went to the movies. Can't remember what we saw. Went checking out a bunch of the shops and yep. Chehalis? Chehalis. Okay, Chehalis. Chehalis. Chehalis.
She's hairless.
Not she's hairless, Chehalis. She's a farmer without any hay. Yeah, it was actually a fun town to hang out in for a weekend. Was it a weekend? Why did we do that? Just because we wanted to?
No, we were at.
Oh, we were both traveling together and we couldn't get home for the weekend.
No, the load was loaded. The trailer was loaded. I remember you dropped it off. And we were gonna unload it.
Oh yeah, we dropped the trailer down the back dead end road somewhere. It was a Super Bee and I couldn't actually turn it around. So I actually split the trailers, backed into this tiny little driveway, turned around one trailer, jumped on the next one, turned that one around, and then hooked them back together. Chehalis. 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 Or Chehalis. There we go, Chehalis. Definitely repair that one. Because that one will bring us a bunch of extra money. Okay. I'm going to buy something that we don't necessarily need, but it would be handy, two-player. What color do you want it to be? Yes. That way you have your own quad to boot around. We'll get the two-seater as well, but this is cheap. There.
Your color flash in there, dude.
What color do you want it? You want it a green? I like that one. Super neon. That's yellow. I don't know. You want that one? because it's usually two of us playing, right? So there's no way for you to get back and forth from the house on your own. So now one of us can take the tractor and the other one can take the quad.
That's what I.
What?
I'm like, flying north, if you want me to text when you're there, it has to be so. It makes sense though.
You expect to be 3 miles south of Loves. 10-4. I mean 10 quarter. Three miles south, what side of the road? East or west? Ah, sounds good to me. I will put a placeholder in my GPS when I program it tomorrow. And Jess will try to be a middle person. So yeah, I've actually got to drive. I leave Sunday morning and I have to drive all the way to Sumas and cross the Sumas border to go south. And then take down. So it's definitely the long route. And that's because of permits.
I'm at the top of the bridge. Let me get across the property.
No, border crossing, Sumas border crossing. So I'm driving, I'm taking Highway 3 all the way to Abbotsford, and then I'm headed south through the Sumas border crossing, and then I'll make my way from there to I-5. Have to drive through Seattle. I don't have my permit yet. I have to follow exactly what the permit says, so we'll have to look at it. I only have my BC permit, yeah. I was told boss has permit, boss has the day off. It will be emailed to you eventually. No, I'm not touching I-90. Sumas is north. It's basically This is easy. This is easy to solve.
Okay.
This is easy to solve. I'll probably end up taking 9 down to New Gents Corner, and then 542 to Bellingham, and then 5 all the way down. Where am I going? I'm going to Vancouver somewhere.
You're very close to that, actually. You're very close to
Can't remember where in Vancouver.
it. It's not at 205.
Do we have an address?
I'll have to look for that. It's not at 205.
Here somewhere.
Yeah, but you have to follow that route. You don't have an option if it's available. Okay, you're ready?
Oh, an address? An actual address?
Before you're so close.
Okay, what are we at?
Yeah. Okay,
9321
10, 6, 72nd.
Avenue. Yeah, probably that route right there. I have to look at when they send me the permit, I'll have to see. So yeah, I'll be coming in at Bellingham and then south on I-5. I probably am not allowed to take the 405 around Seattle. I'm probably going to be forced to go through Seattle, not through Bellevue. Whatever the permit says. And I'm thinking it'll just say I-5. Oh yeah, I exit the I-5, do a little loop, and deliver on this construction site here. Yeah, it's... yeah. I'm gonna see if I can sleep right on the yard there. Google Maps looks promising. But yeah, that's what my route looks like. It says 8 hours and 23 minutes. It's going to be closer to 11 hours with a fairly heavy load. Ridgefield is up here. So I think it's actually in Vancouver. Walnut Grove or Five Corners. But Timberland Construction. Anyway. It's only 10 feet wide, but Washington laws are different. Three meters. 3 meters wide. How wide's my trailer? 8.5 feet. Meters? I don't know. I know it's 8.5 feet. I switch meters and feet all the time. I'm so confused with meters and feet. 8 feet 6 inches is the deck. 8.5 feet. 8 feet 6 inches is 8.5 feet. We have metric. We have turn feet into metric. 2.5 meters is my deck, so I'm overhanging half a meter. I'm 3.0 something meters. I'm 10 feet wide. And I don't need flashy lights unless I'm 3.2 meters wide. So I've got 20 centimeters or 200 millimeters of space before I need the flashy lights on. So I didn't put the wide load banners on either. I just put the flags on. Flag on each corner. I don't know, I don't think so. I didn't read the permit. I don't know what Washington for. I might need for Washington, yeah. Maybe I might need it for Washington. Well, you know what? Just throw the banners on. There's better safe than sorry. True. If they're going to force me to stick to a route, I probably need the wide load banners. So maybe tomorrow I'll put the wide load banners on the truck. And clean them. Because they have to be clean. I'm gonna ask the other driver if he plans on sleeping on the yard. Huh? On load number 2. So I can't beat load number 1. If he's not sleeping on the yard, I can't really either. Yeah, his is load 1, I'm load 2, so they have to be unloaded in order. So yeah, Rano's load 1. I don't know who load 3 will be, but there's a load 3 as well. Dwayne's running down to southern Idaho. I already asked Dwayne, so it's not Dwayne. It could be someone else on a. Yeah, but we don't have any more lift axles. So the third load may come later, or they might try to throw the third load onto a. Because my load is close. I might not need to drop the drop axle. So, you might be able to put this load onto a normal tri-axle trailer without the lift axle. Stay in lane 2. I'll be too heavy though to stay in lane 2. Lane 1 would be the outside lane, right? I think I usually go to lane 1 there, but I remember that you do run out of lane very quickly there. I did load the whole load slightly to the passenger side, so my driver mirror is usable. My passenger mirror is useless, but yeah, I'm gonna look at Lordco tomorrow and see how much extendable mirrors cost, and then see if work would get me them. Because if I keep doing these loads, I think a wide load mirror, the extended mirrors, would be handy to have. My GPS is broken. It won't talk to me and I can't talk to it.
Tomorrow I'll fix it for you.
Will you? How are you gonna fix it?
She loves me. She'll be so happy to see me. She didn't heard my voice now. I'll just her.
Because she won't respond to voice commands and she won't say anything. Volume is at 50% and won't say anything.
So wait till this will take her 12 minutes.
Yeah, do an update on it.
Spot, I just told her updates. So we need to
Oh, Spot as well.
We need to spot for sure.
Okay. So yeah, take the route. Um, I very often just stick to the center lane. If there's 3 lanes, I'll take the center lane just because it's the trucker's lane. Let the people merge on the right and let the people go fast on the left. The center lane, set cruise control and just follow the rest of the trucks.
I'm not sure if
I've missed an exit because she doesn't talk to me anymore. It's like, oh, I was supposed to turn there. She didn't remind me.
I don't know, so tomorrow that should be
Yeah, she's giving me the silent treatment. I was going to go to bed, wasn't I? Hmm. You're wondering why we hadn't heard German? Garmin. I read that as German. Yeah, I don't know. We broke her. I broke her.
Don't say we.
Jess hasn't been around, so she can't have broken her. Just all of a sudden, she wouldn't talk to me anymore, and then I was trying to talk to her, and it's like, hey, voice command. Voice command. Nothing. So I manually went in there and tried to adjust the volume, and it's like, wait, the volume is at 50%. She's not talking. Maybe physically the speaker's broken, who knows. But a firmware update might do the trick. No, we can't do a hard reset. Can't. I have too many save points in there. Oh, what a firmware update will I lose? What if you can? Cause I have so many waypoints in there. That'd be a good way of. There's got to be a good way of transferring those from a GPS to a GPS. And the waypoints aren't even the important ones. The routes. Like, I have routes programmed in there. When I go to Idaho, I just go click that route, and then it takes it adds all the waypoints. Yeah, like the Garmin, they're saved local. I don't know if we can copy them into a cloud, but there's got to be a way, right? We'll find out. Yeah, some kind of function that lets you, or even just plug it in and let me come look. I want to look. Wait, just don't touch it. I'm on my way. I'll cultivate on the way back there, and then
Go ahead and bring it back to me on consumption.
I'm just going to be interested to see what it looks like on my screen, or if it's only on your screen. The street lights turned on? Oh, cool. Yeah, so we've streamed for over 2 hours, and all I've done is cultivate and harvest cotton. But this is our own tractor. This is the only equipment we have. Well, that's not true. There's a plow and 3 hours, almost 3 hours. There is a plow next to our cabin. There is a trailer next to our cabin. There is a stump grinder next to our cabin.
And then we're gonna put some chicken.
I'm basically setting up, buying equipment so we can run our own field. Once I have all the equipment to run basically I have to be able to plow, cultivate, seed, fertilize, weed, and harvest. Once we have all the equipment to do that, I will buy land, and then we will start growing our own fields. I thought that would happen on the second summer we played this, but it'll be the third.
But toss the chickens in instead of the back. You can decide which one you want, eggs or chicken. Eggs.
Okay, I'm at the end of the field. Let's go check this out. I will very likely buy a second quad, maybe even a third, if Iron Thunder joins us. We'll give him one too. Hey, no problem. It's just yours. Yep. On her screen, it was halfway concreted into the floor. I'll just park your quad here. That's taking up a vehicle space. That's not very fair. So, there's your new quad. I'll buy a quad for myself. That way I don't have to do what I'm doing now, driving back and forth with the tractor. We can just jump on a quad and do this. And then we'll get the side-by-side with 2 people so we can give people rides to places. Oh, really? But we can attach that to the back of a tractor too. Yeah. Okay, guys. Before Jess keeps talking forever,
I'm still gonna stop.
she says the buzzing will continue after. The look I got. I'm going to bed, guys. I don't know if I'll be sleeping outside on the balcony or if I can sleep in my own bed, but we'll find out. Either way, we'll at least end the stream. So, thank you guys for watching. It was a quiet evening. Still had a decent conversation. I'm out of here. You guys enjoy the rest of your evening, your day, your morning, whatever. Just enjoy it. Good night. You guys rock. Buzz buzz.